Good afternoon. It's Monday, July 6th. Got off work, and I am working on pulling things together to game with my buddies. I should be here shortly. Just moving furniture around, etc. Getting things where they need to go. I'm a bit tired, so I hope I do an alright job. But I wanna game with them. Most likely next week I won't be available, so I don't want to miss 2 weeks. So try and power through. The game starts with a combat, basically. So combat doesn't require too much of the thinky powers. So hopefully I can power through with that. But yeah. Looking forward to my friends getting here. Including Bob. Just the person I wanted to see.
What did I do recently?
Lots of things.
Incorrect.
You know a little bit about the Firearms and Missouri's gun laws?
Some.
Okay. Concealed carry is only if I want to carry it outside of the home, right? You're allowed to just have firearm in the home?
Yes.
Concealed
carry is if you want to carry it outside while it's concealed. You can just have a gun in plain view
on your hip. That's open carry. Yeah,
Okay.
concealed carry.
And Missouri is just...
Yeah, and concealed carry, you don't even need a license for in Missouri.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they removed that restriction.
Yep, you can just do that.
Okay.
You can just have guns.
And thinking of a handgun, would 9mm be what I'm looking towards?
Well, 9mm is probably the most common handgun cartridge. It's relatively inexpensive to practice, which is a factor.
Inexpensive is definitely something I'm looking
lower
for.
recoil, the most common ammunition, so it's not liable to be out of. I mean, there's a lot of pluses to 9mm. There's like the 45 freaks who are like, it doesn't have authority. It's like, it doesn't need authority. There's a billion bullets.
And it's like, it's not super intimidating. You know what's intimidating? Lots
Getting
of bullets.
shot at, yeah.
Sure, it doesn't make the big bang,
No,
but it can make enough of them to make a difference.
Well, and also the other thing is that I would rather have more ammunition on tap than bigger bullets, because if you miss with a bigger bullet, you can't get that bullet back. Its size did not help you. So I would rather practice
Seems
with
good for
something
me.
with lower recoil, where you can get back on target quicker if you miss, that you can shoot more often because it's less expensive, so you can actually be trained and practiced with your firearm.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems, and you can carry more rounds with you.
Absolutely, volume of fire.
Volume of fire is more important than the size of bullets. For example, the military doesn't give 30 caliber rounds to people. They can run around with 5.56s, which is a 22 caliber round. It's the same caliber as a 22 long rifle. It's just behind with a lot more powder, because you can put a lot of those bullets in the magazines, and you can carry a lot of them because they're not super heavy.
And how much should I expect to need to save up to get said handgun?
What do
I am not...
you want?
I mean, I'm looking for something a little more attractive than a high point.
You're not getting a high point because I have standards. It doesn't even matter what you have.
Can you take the smaller, more
But I'm
bullets
not-
to the next extreme and get a 22 for home defense?
It would not be a good home defense.
Yeah.
22s bounce off ribs. And you trained to shoot center
That
mass.
sounds pretty painful.
It does hurt. However, it's stopping the threat. A 9mm won't bounce off the ribs; it will go through.
Yeah.
Then there's
the
a
dude
general
on
concern of
PCP is
walls.
But I'm not...
Yeah.
I mean...
Say,
I'm not
these big
necessarily
shoes
looking for
and-
something high. I'm just a handgun. It's...
$500 to $700,
Okay.
depending upon what you get. And like, are you looking for something that's strictly home defense, or are you looking for something that you can conceal and carry? Is also a factor.
I'm not looking for something that I could conceal and carry.
Yeah.
I might end up carrying it depending on things, but I mean, I wouldn't
Well,
expect it.
you
It's
need-
not. It's not going to be an everyday carry by any means. It would
You
be.
need about $700. That would mean that you have the handgun, the safe, the holster, the magazines, and then you're going to need to spend money on the ammo and the range time.
Okay.
Because you need to go and know how to shoot and practice.
And I'm assuming you'll take me somewhere.
Oh yeah, I'll help you.
Yeah, fine. I'm starting to think about it.
Anything caused the thought, or?
And in fact, there was something that made me think about wanting to get a firearm. It was an advertisement from Farm and Home Supply for firearms. I was like, handgun for $210? Yeah, that seems like a reasonable price. And I mean, I've been thinking it would be a good thing to have for a while. But Bob made some good points. One, the expense covers more than just the cost of the gun itself, so I need to think about all that. And two, this is a tiny handgun. Better if you want to do conceal and carry, but that's not really what I'm looking to do. But it's going to be harder to shoot. It's going to have more recoil because it's lighter weight. So I would probably prefer something larger. But I'll get into that at some point. For now, for this evening, my friends have just left. We had fun. Nick had a lot of fun. It was just 2 combats that stretched the whole session, basically. I didn't have to worry about the fact that I wasn't really prepared for a lot of stuff. It was just combat. They seemed to have fun. I got to play around with some things while doing it. It was great. Now I'm going to clean stuff up in here, get it pushed off to the side, put away, and get ready to go to bed. Back to work again in the morning. Thank you for joining me. Join me as my journey continues.